Hello, my name is AlexandraBerthault, and today I'm going to talk about the power of clearing your energy field with or without crystals. I've recently, I did another presentation, a talk on how to ground yourself. And so today we will learn how to clear our energy field. So how can you be aware that you need clearing in your energy field, in your environment, in your home? What are the signs and symptoms of internal and external toxicity? It can be quite obvious from our environment, such as the EMFs, construction around us, the noise that it produces. Open plan offices can be, quite stressful sometimes, again, because of all the activity that goes around us, public transportation, and so on and so forth. So these are impressions that affect us, usually negatively at the end of the day, in terms of our energy field. And also from impressions from other people. Not everyone has a positive and vibrant energy. Also from our own thoughts and feelings. Sometimes we get into a spiral of negative thinking, and we have difficulty getting out of there. So one way of getting out of there is doing the few exercise that I'm going to teach you today, and especially for those who are already in the profession of wellness and healing. Now, we're going to explain, first of all, what's an energy field before going into the healing part. As you may know, the auric field as a whole represents the overall energetic makeup of a person. This can be strong, fragile, overwhelming, full of debris, damaged, or in any state of being. It is the first impression a healer receives from the client. This field extends to around a meter around a person, and again, it depends on the state of that person. One can perceive the field as a sphere made up of energy. Within this field dwells the emotional and mental layers, to state just a few, which resonate positively or not at first encounter. In other words, our energy vibrations accurately interpret first impressions with people around us. And if you start thinking of examples, you know what I mean. Now, as I described I talked about the energy field. Within the energy field, there are subtle bodies, and there are 7 superimposed layers, each relate to what is or has been going on in our life, at every single level. So we're going to discuss about the levels, the energetical levels in our field. The first one is the etheric or physical body. This layer is situated closest to the physical body and penetrates it. It introduces energy into the physical body and also demonstrates its health and vitality. The next layer is the emotional body. It's the seat of our emotions and feelings. It also relates to our dreams and creativity. The third layer is the mental body. It's the seat of both conscious and subconscious thought. The emotional and mental layers are closely intertwined, since in everyday life, those 2 layers are mostly affected by our experiences and ricochet onto our physical body. The next 4 layers are of a much finer substance, but not less important. So what I'm trying to say is, generally, it's easier to detect those 3 layers, which are the etheric, the emotional, and the mental body. The next layer, the 4th layer, is the higher mental body. And that's where inspiration, compassion, higher ideals, and conditional love, and the perception lie. The colors in the layer are of a finer and softer vibration compared to the emotional body. Now, not everyone can see colors when looking at an auric field. Usually people can sense, the different layers, but colors, not everyone can see colors, and that's totally fine. So the next layer is the causal body. This layer is the seat of our blueprint. Early childhood experiences are stored here, as are what is termed past life experiences. It is also the layer from which one can start to access the Akashic records. This is a vast inner space where all our experiences during this and past lives are stored. This fifth layer interpenetrates all the other layers as well as the physical body. This layer relates strongly to major life changes and deep-seated or long-term issues that can be difficult to shift. So if a healer works on this level, it's probably trying to shift some really anchored blockages. The spiritual body. This body relates to our religious beliefs, spiritual wisdom, and knowledge. It is where we perceive the influence of the angelic and other beings of light. It is also where idealism and intuition lie. And finally, the seventh layer is a divine body. It's the whole of the auric field together and is therefore the most important one. It is not only the strongest layer, but also the most refined. It relates to the essence of our soul and also to the higher self. It feeds and protects the whole energy field, and it's ultimately the layer that gives life to all systems, including the physical body. It also strongly relates to the crown chakra and is therefore the link to all that is. Religion does not come into this because this layer relates to what an individual believes to be the highest form of consciousness and love. So now that I've explained the 7 different layers, subtle layers in our auric field, I will teach you how to clear your field, your auric field. And I'm going to give you 3 ways of doing that. So the first one is through visualizations with the options of crystals. So now imagine you're holding an appropriately tuned crystal. All right, tune means with intent. Usually a snowy quartz could be an excellent crystal for that purpose. And imagine that you are standing under a waterfall of bright light, flowing through the whole of your energy field, washing away anything that is unwanted. The light is flowing through and around you, removing any impurities. Then see the light filling and replenishing you. After this, it's important to ground yourself and replenish your field with a golden energy. You can do these visualizations pretty much anywhere. It can be in your shower, in the bath, and you can add sea salt for clearing while cooking or whenever you feel the need to do it. So that's a pretty easy method to clear your energy field. And just memorize, just visualize those steps, and let me know how you feel after doing it. The second method is using your breath. Okay, so let's go. Begin by sitting still and breathe 7 times around your energy field. Each time a little further away from your physical body. Okay, so 7. So go through the 7 layers we just discussed. Start with the color red, which is the closest to the physical body. Then, on the second breath, then orange. Take your time. Yellow. Green. Sky blue. Indigo. And end with a violet color. Alternatively, you can just use white light. On the in-breath, imagine the color rising from behind your feet, right up to the top of your head. On the out-breath, imagine it flowing down from the top of your head to the earth, taking any debris with it. You could hold a clear quartz crystal to help you with this. And as with all healing exercise, please ground yourself in the end. And when you finish this session, this meditation, replenish your field with a golden energy. And the third method for today is clearing your auric field with crystals. I suggest you choose 7 crystals of a similar size. I've put here 7 crystals. One is a bit off size, my topaz. I'll try to show you here. That's how I'll present it. And I'll tell you what they are. Tune them for your highest good and place them in a vertical line in front of you. You can use a pale smoky quartz like this. Okay, can be bigger if you want, as long as all the stones are more or less same size. A moonstone, all right? It's a moonstone. A snowy quartz. That's it. An apophyllite. All right, I have one here. That's very clearing. A blue topaz is very, very clearing. An amethyst, or general 7th layer or 6th layer. And a selenite for angelic clearing. These would be appropriate for this exercise. So place the smoky quartz closest to you. The smoky quartz has grounding properties. That's why we start with this one first. And the selenite is the furthest away. It has the highest energies. Now, please ground yourself. Imagine roots growing down from your feet and going down into the earth. Center yourself and link to the light. And then become aware of and connect to the vibration of the smoky quartz. And let the energies of this crystal surround you, clearing away any debris on your physical layer. Take your time to do that. Imagine all the debris from your physical layer going down to the earth for recycling. Then focus on the moonstone for the emotional layer, and so forth, until you finish with the selenite for the last layer. After this, ask the light, or however you prefer to call your highest or your higher source, to replenish your energy field with the appropriate healing. Do not forget to clean your crystals afterwards and ground yourself. You have access to my files here, to my slides, so I hope they're helpful and they help you guide into these 3 different meditations. Please send me an email for questions or feedback, and I look forward to being in touch with you. Thank you for watching.